Imagine you are at a busy airport in New York. Your flight is about to board, your phone battery is low, and you cannot find your gate. People are rushing around you, announcements are playing, and every sign looks confusing. You feel like you might miss your flight, then suddenly, a life size woman appears in front of you. But she is not a real person, she is an AI hologram. She looks at you and asks, "How can I help you today?" You tell her your flight number, and within seconds, she shows you the fastest way to your gate. This is not a movie scene. This is real airport technology at the LaGuardia Airport, where an AI hologram named Bridget is helping passengers like a human assistant. For years, airports have been one of the most stressful places for travelers. People arrive early but still feel late. They stand in long lines, search for gates, check screens again and again, and ask strangers for help. A small mistake can create a big problem. If you take the wrong turn, you may lose precious minutes. If your flight changes gates, panic can start immediately. Airports have signs, maps, apps, and information desks, but for many travelers, especially first-time passengers, older people, families, and tourists, the airport can still feel like a maze. Now, topic starts from here. At LaGuardia Airport's Terminal B in New York, a new kind of airport assistant has been introduced. Her name is Bridget. Bridget is not a normal screen and not just a recorded video. She is a life-size interactive AI hologram concierge. Passengers can stand in front of her and ask questions in a natural way. Instead of reading a confusing map or waiting in a line at an information desk, passengers can talk to a digital, human-like assistant who can guide them through the terminal. She can help them find gates, food options, shops, lounges, baggage claim, restrooms, and other important airport areas. Our story begins with a passenger named Michael. Michael has just arrived at LaGuardia Airport for an important business trip. He has traveled before, but this time he is in a hurry. His meeting is important, his flight is almost ready for boarding, and he only has a short time to reach his gate. As soon as he enters Terminal B, he sees crowds everywhere. Some people are checking their phones. Some are standing near digital screens. Some are walking quickly with suitcases. Michael looks up at the airport signs, but there are too many directions. Gates, lounges, baggage claim, food hall, restrooms, security lanes, escalators, elevators. Everything feels fast, loud, and confusing. Michael opens his airline app, but the internet is slow. He tries to search for his gate, but the app takes time to load. His phone battery is already below 10%. He looks around for information desk, but there is a line of passengers waiting. For a moment, he feels the old airport stress returning, that feeling every traveler knows. The feeling that time is moving faster than you are. The feeling that your flight is getting closer while you are still trying to understand where to go. Then Michael notices something unusual near the Terminal B food hall. A life-size figure is standing inside a futuristic display. At first, he thinks it might be a video screen, but then the figure moves, looks natural, and seems ready to talk. A sign nearby introduces her as Bridget, the AI hologram concierge. Michael slows down. He has seen airport screens before, he has seen chatbots on websites, he has used voice assistants on phones, but he has never seen an airport assistant like this. He walks closer. Bridget greets him in a calm voice and says, "Hello, how can I help you?" Michael hesitates for a second because talking to a hologram in the middle of an airport feels strange. But he is running out of time, so he asks, "Where is my gate?" Bridget responds like a real guide. She does not just show a random map, she uses the airport's wayfinding system to guide him step by step. She tells him which direction to walk, how far the gate is, and what landmarks he will pass on the way. Suddenly, the airport feels less confusing. Michael follows the directions. He passes the food hall, turns toward the correct concourse, and reaches the right path. The stress in his face begins to disappear. A few minutes earlier, he felt lost. Now he feels guided. And that is the real power of this technology. Bridget is not just there to look futuristic, she is there to reduce confusion, save time, and make the airport experience easier. But Bridget's story is bigger than one passenger. She represents a major shift in how airports are thinking about customer service. For decades, airports depended mainly on signs, announcements, printed maps, and human staff. These tools still matter, and human staff are still important. But modern airports handle millions of passengers with different languages, different needs, and different levels of travel experience. One staff member cannot answer every question at the same time. One sign cannot explain every situation. One app cannot solve everything for every traveler. So airports are now looking for smarter tools that can support passengers in real time. This is where AI hologram assistants become interesting. A hologram feels more personal than a normal screen. A passenger can approach it almost like approaching a real person. The assistant can respond directly, explain directions, and give information in a way that feels more natural. For travelers who are nervous or confused, this can make a big difference. Instead of reading a complicated map, they can simply ask, "Where is my gate?" Instead of searching through signs, they can ask, "Where is baggage claim?" Instead of walking in the wrong direction, they can get step-by-step guidance instantly. At LaGuardia, Bridget is designed to help passengers navigate Terminal B. She can answer questions and give real-time directions to important airport locations. She can help with gates, shops, lounges, food areas, restrooms, and baggage claim. She can communicate in English and Spanish, and the goal is to make the airport experience smoother and more accessible. This matters because airports are not just transportation buildings anymore. They are becoming digital environments where technology, design, and customer service all work together. Michael reaches his gate with time to spare. He looks back and realizes something important. Bridget did not fly the plane. She did not check his passport. She did not replace the airline staff. But she changed the way he moved through the airport. She removed uncertainty. She gave him confidence, and sometimes that is exactly what passengers need most. As Michael waits at the gate, he watches other passengers around him. A family is trying to find a restaurant before their flight. A tourist is looking for baggage claim. An elderly traveler wants to know where the nearest elevator is. A young passenger is searching for the lounge. Each of these people has a simple question, but in an airport, simple questions can become stressful when time is limited. Now imagine if each of them could walk up to an AI hologram and get clear guidance instantly. That is why this technology could become common in future airports. The most interesting part is that Bridget is not meant to completely replace humans. The purpose is to support the human guest experience team. Airports still need real people, especially when travelers are upset, confused, disabled, delayed, or dealing with serious problems. But AI assistants can help with repeated questions that happen all day. Where is gate B12? Where is the restroom? Where is baggage claim? How do I get to the food hall? Where is the lounge? These are questions passengers ask thousands of times. If AI can answer many of them quickly, human staff can focus on more complex problems. This is the future of airport automation, not robots taking over everything, not humans disappearing, but technology handling the simple, repetitive, time-consuming tasks so people can focus on the situations that need real human care. In the best version of the future, AI and humans work together. The hologram gives fast directions. The staff member helps with emotional or complicated problems. The passenger gets a smoother journey, but like every new technology, AI hologram assistants also raise questions. Will passengers trust them? Will older travelers feel comfortable using them? Will people prefer talking to a real person? Will the technology understand different accents? Will it work during rush hours? Will it protect passenger privacy? These questions are important. A technology may look amazing, but it only becomes useful if it solves a real problem in a safe and reliable way. The reason Bridget is such a strong topic is because she combines several big trends at once: artificial intelligence, hologram technology, airport automation, passenger experience, multilingual support, and smart navigation. All of these trends are shaping the future of travel. Airports around the world are trying to become faster, smarter, and less stressful. Some are using facial recognition, some are using robot assistants, some are using smart luggage systems, some are using AI to predict queues and manage crowds. Bridget is part of that bigger movement. Now imagine this technology 5 or 10 years from today. You enter an airport and a digital assistant recognizes your language preference. It asks where you need to go. It shows the fastest route to your gate. It warns you if your flight changes. It tells you how long the security line will take. It guides you to food options based on your available time. It helps families find baby care rooms. It helps elderly passengers find elevators. It helps tourists understand the airport without confusion. The airport becomes less like a maze and more like a guided journey. For Michael, the experience at LaGuardia changes how he sees airports. Before, he believed airports would always be stressful. Crowds, signs, lines, and confusion felt normal. But after meeting Bridget, he sees a different possibility. Maybe future airports will not just be bigger, maybe they will be smarter. Maybe the real innovation is not only faster planes, but easier passenger movement from the entrance to the gate. Maybe the future of travel begins before the plane even takes off. As Michael boards his flight, he thinks about the hologram one more time. A few years ago, a life-size AI assistant in an airport would have sounded impossible. Today, it is real. And tomorrow, it may be normal. The next generation of travelers may grow up expecting airports to talk back, guide them personally, and solve problems instantly. What feels futuristic today may become ordinary very quickly. This is how technology changes the world. Not always with one huge moment, but with small experiences that slowly become part of daily life. First, people are surprised. Then they try it. Then they get used to it. Then they cannot imagine going back. The same thing happened with smartphones, online check-in, digital boarding passes, and facial recognition. At first, they felt new and strange. Now, they are part of modern travel. Bridget, the AI hologram concierge at LaGuardia Airport, may be one of those early signs of a bigger change. She shows us that the airport of the future will not only move people from one place to another, it will communicate, it will guide, it will respond. It will use artificial intelligence to make travel feel more human, not less human. And that is the real twist in this story. A hologram may not be a real person, but if it helps a confused passenger find their way, if it reduces stress, if it saves time, and if it makes the journey easier, then it becomes part of a better travel experience. The future airport may be filled with machines, screens, sensors, and AI systems, but the goal is still very human. Help people move safely, calmly, and confidently. So the next time you are at an airport lost between gates, signs, and crowds, do not be surprised if the person who helps you is not a person at all. It might be a hologram. It might be powered by artificial intelligence. It might know the airport better than anyone. And it might simply say, "Hello, how can I help you?" Today, airports have information desks. Tomorrow, they may have AI hologram guides. And one day, the most stressful part of travel may disappear, not because airports became empty, but because airports became intelligent.